It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Touchdown, Michigan, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, a huge play here from Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently, going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw it again. He's got it with room to run. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they line up to take the extra point.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Ray moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Marshall. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he released it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Interesting play call here. 4th down and long from the 46. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. There's a handoff. Fights through the tackler. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Reed. Caught in the flat by the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Takes the grab. It's Concepcion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
On the run, it's Moss. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounce back here. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he fumbles.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. At midfield. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Aggies. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Great cut there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Moves out of the pocket. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal, they'll have a chance to go for it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Moss. Finding space at the 20. They get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
That's reeled in. It's Marshall.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy.
On a pass rush, gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
second down now after the sack. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Using his legs, it's Moss. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
BAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14.
Texas A&M 35, Michigan 14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Took contact on the throw. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The sophomore quarterback showing his toughness, standing in there to take the hit.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. The pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football.
Michigan 14.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, you gotta go for it here, right? You're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's gonna win this game today.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. Makes a quick catch. And he cannot get in. The defense rises up, makes a stand. Turnover on downs. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive?
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb.
And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And the tight end hauls it in on the corner route. 1st and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Quick throw to the left. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down. Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Finding some room at the 25. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out. And now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Looking to chuck it again. Now the freshman threw it behind the receiver. Off the mark.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
The quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
42, Michigan, 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. Trying to find room. It's Owens. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for his big tight end. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. Off target and incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Nice grab. It's Marshall. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. He'll try a pass here. Caught by the receiver. Touchdown, Michigan. They connect for 6. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Wolverines! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard. They're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The sure hands. It's Owens. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Grinding away on the ground. Going toward the end zone.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First and goal. They play this right. They can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking for some space. It's Owens. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Breaks up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that one's incomplete, but just